Hello guys, and we are Daily Magazine, and we are here at the Elisabeta Theater and a restaurant with Stefan Doyle. Hello Stefan, and
Hello.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, it's a pleasure. It really is a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
How are you? How did you feel in Bucharest by now?
It's great to be back. So it is. It's really great to be back. The flight over was very long, and by the time I arrived I was very tired, but it was kind of straight to work, and I was happy about that. I love the people in Romania and in Bucharest, and I think they're very welcoming, you know. They're so welcoming, and they always have been. Anytime I've been here, from the X Factor to now, so it's great to be back, definitely.
That's great to know, that's great to know, and we're happy to talk to you now. You mentioned X Factor. How was your life after your participation in the show?
Well, life in the X Factor, life in the X Factor is very, very different. It's like you're stepping out of real life and into this kind of dream world, and it's very difficult to bring with you real life into the dream world, you know, to bring yourself into this situation. So it was a huge experience, and at times it was difficult to manage, but all in all it was an incredible experience. And life after the X Factor, I suppose, was coming back then into real life, and of course I got to the semi-final, and I was very happy with that. And I think after the semi-final, there was a lot in me that didn't want to finish it, didn't want to quit. You know, I knew that this was the beginning, and I didn't take it when I was sent home. I didn't take it as, you know, that's it, that's the end. For me it wasn't. For me it was the beginning, and I knew that I wanted to come back to Romania again, because the people were so welcoming, and because I had so much more I felt to do, you know.
And talking about Romania, what are the things that you discovered here? I don't know, what strikes you and what you enjoy the most being here?
I'm quiet because I can't pick just one thing. I mean, there's so many things. I love the obviously I love the culture, that's a given. But I love the architecture. I'm really into history. Always have been. And I look at all these beautiful buildings and the architecture, and it's so beautiful, it's so stunning. And so I love that. The people, of course, they're really kind. No matter where you go, they're helpful, you know, because there's a lot of places I wouldn't know, and they're so helpful. So I think all in all, the food. Oh my God, I love the food. I really, really do. I love it. I've been to a few places in the old city, or old town, was it? Yeah. And I love there. I think it's a beautiful place, really touristy, you know.
Yeah. And so it's where everybody goes.
Yeah. But I like that.
You can meet, you know, there you can meet people from all cultures and all.
Yes, exactly. You know. So I really like that. There's actually a place in Ireland, in Dublin, the capital of Ireland, and it's called Temple Bar, and it's very similar. It's nearly the same as the old city, you know.
Oh, okay.
Except I would prefer the old city. That's just me. But yeah,
that's Hungary for us. I mean. Talking again about X Factor, how do you feel that the show helped you in developing yourself, you know, firstly as an artist, and then maybe, you know, as a person also?
I don't think it you see, it helped me in many ways. I think it helped me in terms of publicity, which it did with every artist that was on it. That's a great thing for it. It helped me with, I think it helped me more professionally than it did personally, because a couple of things happened there personally. They were personal to me, but they were made public.
Oh.
And I think so personally, it didn't really help me all that much, but professionally, it really did, you know. And it was just, look, I took the X Factor day by day, you know, I really did. So after the first audition, the next one was the boot camp, and so I just looked ahead to the next step. I didn't keep thinking, oh, I either want to win or I want to, because I didn't want to win. Mm-hmm. You know, in my head, winning wasn't the objective. You know, and for me, just getting up there and being able to perform, and that was the main thing for me, and to just get people to watch and enjoy themselves and have fun.
It's like, you know, it's like as they say with the Olympics, it doesn't matter if you win, all that matters is to be there.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe some people in the Olympics might disagree, but you know, people that want to win the gold. But no, I do understand what you mean, and I agree. You know, in that sense, for me, it was not about winning.
Yeah. Now we know that you are getting ready to be part of the International Festival
Yes.
in music. Tell me, what do you look for, you know, in a contestant, and how tough you would be as a juror?
Well, having been judged myself by Florin and Delia and Stefan and I think I have been a judge in the past and a teacher of music, and so for me to judge somebody, I think, what sort of judge would I be? Was that the question? I think I'd be a fair judge, but I think if these people are coming here to be judged, which they are, then they deserve to be judged fairly, but with what I call constructive criticism. You know, something that can help them. I think a bad judge is a judge that won't help the act. They'll just say either yes or no. Mm-hmm. You know, I think a good judge might say, okay, I'm going to say no, but here's why. Yeah. I think you should do this and that, or I'm going to say yes, and here's why. You know, I think so. I would be that type, I guess. But I know it's so difficult to get up there. For me, I didn't find it that difficult because I'm doing stage a long time. But it's still, you know, it's still frightening. I know that, and especially when you're very young, to get up there in front of a panel and everybody is staring at you. And so my advice would be really just close your eyes before you come on and breathe in, breathe out. Very slowly breathe in and breathe out. And when you open your eyes again, all you see is the head of that microphone. Mm-hmm. That's it. And then walk towards that microphone and sing. That's it. And believe what you're singing, because otherwise we won't believe you. You know, you have to, I always agree with that. No matter whatever song I sing, I believe some part of it, you know. You have to believe what you say, because then you'll mean what you say. And I think that's very important for any artist.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also, we know that you will have a concert here at the Elisabeta Theater on Sunday.
Yes.
What are you expecting from the concert?
I'm expecting for my voice not to be gone. And I'm expecting, I don't know what I'm expecting. Look, I don't expect things, you know? I'm not that type of person. I really don't. I don't go around going, I expect the theatre to be full. No. So I can't actually answer that on expect, on that word, because I don't expect anything. What I'm preparing is a great, what I'm preparing for is a great show. It's my first show back, and after the X Factor, of course. Mm-hmm. And now that my single Superman is out and on YouTube and Spotify and iTunes, so hopefully some people will have heard the song. And I will be performing that. I'll also be performing the hits, the songs from the X Factor as well. I'll be doing those, and some new ones as well. So I'm going to give a very energetic show, a show that people hopefully won't have seen before.
That's great.
So,
That's
yeah.
great. That made me want to come. So
Good,
I'll be here.
Good.
I'll be here. Talking about your new song, about your new single, Superman. What are 3 personal traits that will make you believe you are Superman?
3 personal traits. My mother and father, my fiance Samantha, and my children. They make me Superman.
I guess you are Superman.
That's with them in my life. They are the ones that make me Superman. The song is not about being Superman. I think people don't understand this, all right? The song begins off with the lyrics, no one really ever writes a song about what is real. Mm-hmm. So it begins with somebody thinking, everybody thinks at some stage there's a song out there for them. You know, if they're sad, there's a song there for them to be sad to. If they're happy, there's a song there for them to be happy. You know, and some people, I know me, there was never a song specifically for how I felt. Mm-hmm. There was never, I just didn't find one. So I thought the first lyric I'm going to write is, no one really ever writes a song about what's real, you know? And the next line is, I never listened to a lyric and thought, that's how I feel.
Okay.
Okay? So it's about you or anybody that listens to the song, anybody. It's about them thinking about their life and going, you know what, if I can create, or if I can make this chance for myself to do whatever it is I want to do, if I can get up off the bed, off the couch, you know, and get outside and do something, then I guarantee in myself, I will feel like Superman. I will feel the best, you know. That's what the song is about. It's not about me being Superman, you know. I'm definitely not Superman.
but you're Superman, what you're doing every day.
With my family always, yeah.
Yeah. Where do you find your inspiration in writing music?
Easy answer. Elton John,
okay.
Bruce Springsteen, Rod Stewart, and Billy Joel. They're my inspirations. They always have been, really. But there's two inspirations I have. There's musical inspiration and then there's lyrics. I divide the two. Some artists kind of put it all together in the one and go, I'm going to write the music and the lyrics together. For me, the lyrics always come first.
Okay.
If something will pop into my head, it's a lyric, that's it. It's going down, and then I'll base the music around it. But so musical-wise, you know, with chords and progressions and sound and texture in the music. Those would be my inspirations, you know, Bruce, Elton. But my inspiration in terms of lyrics and the feeling for the song would be personal. Not personal to me, but either people that I know, people that I watch, my family, you know. Obviously, a love song is going to be about the one I love. That's
on this side, it's a little bit like ABBA. You know, they were said that they were rating their songs about their own personal.
They were, but ABBA did it very cleverly. You see, ABBA wrote these songs, like "Take a Chance on Me." Okay, we all know that song, and we all dance to it when it comes. If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. But if you listen to the lyrics, take away the music, and listen to the lyrics, they're actually quite sad. Yeah. They're meaningful. But they were clever and went, well, if we want people to listen to this song, we're going to have to write a catchy tune around it, you know? That was their muse. And I think every artist tries to do that. They have a song, they have a very emotional script and emotional lyrics, and they try then to put the catchiest tune, maybe that they don't like, but they still want to put it to this song so that people will listen to the lyrics, you know? So that's the way the world's gone now, you know. It's not the Beatles anymore, you know. You can't just come out with anything, and it's amazing, you know.
If you were to choose an anthem song to describe you, what would be that song?
Ooh, an anthem song.
Yeah.
To describe me, there's very little songs that describe me. There's a couple of lyrics in Born to Run by Bruce that would describe a little bit about me. I don't really like to talk about me personally.
Okay.
I think it's more about the music. You know, yeah. I couldn't actually pick one. I don't think I could pick one, to be honest with you. I couldn't pick one because there's a lot of songs and little bits out of them are, you know, would be likened to me. I find little pieces, yeah, exactly, but I couldn't pick one. But as I said, I would always prefer to keep my personal thoughts and everything to me, and whatever I then put out to the world is a little part of me that I want them to know about. You know?
I think it's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's healthy to do that. And if you were to sing with a renowned artist, to do a show together, with who would you like to do that?
It's got to be Elton John or Bruce. You know, they're my idols. I grew up idolizing them. I love them. You know, the older artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those guys. I think newer artists. There's not many that I would you know love to, but I suppose I would like Stefan Bonica. I liked watching his performances on stage. He's very energetic and very similar to how I would perform. I think, my personal opinion, and I think Stefan would be someone you know I would like to. Yeah.
That'd be great. Maybe you know, maybe he
or Florin as well. Definitely Florin. Definitely Florin. I love him.
Florin is very energetic.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Really.
You know, from an artist who has a great voice, what is the best advice on vocal training that you'd like to share for other artists?
Don't push your voice. Don't push it. There's so many. There's two things really, three maybe. I don't know, but one is definitely don't push your voice. Your voice is a muscle. It's two little muscles, and they vibrate off each other when you sing. Okay, so if you're pushing your voice, if you're, you know, if you're straining and you're singing from your neck, then your vocal cords eventually are just going to go. They're going to friction, and they're going to go. So if you don't ever push your voice. You know, if it means to take the song down a few keys, take it down a few keys. The people won't mind. They don't care as long as you can entertain them.
Yeah.
So take care of your voice in that sense. I would say don't drink too much alcohol. Obviously smoking, but don't drink too much alcohol. It really does ruin your voice. Always drink water. Always drink as much water as you can. And what I would say is to any artist, stop copying every other artist. You know, so many young girls and boys will start to sing and say, "Oh yeah, I can sing you a song. I'll sing Adele. You know, I'll sing a song from Adele," and they'll start to sing, I don't know, "Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk." You know, now that's not how they sing. So that's the way Adele sings, but they will sing exactly like that.
Yeah.
And therefore they haven't found their voice. They haven't found what's actually theirs. So stop copying the artists. There's already an Ed Sheeran. There's already an Adele. We don't need another one. We want you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
You know. So that would be my advice.
Yeah. So how do you see your perfect concert in the future?
Okay, so I see my perfect concert as I'm very into lighting and effects, and I suppose my perfect concert would be a concert in which everybody that's there goes home and thinks, yeah, I want to go back tomorrow. I want to go to the next one. I feel I have failed if even one person in the audience wasn't happy.
Okay.
If everybody else was delighted but one guy at the back wasn't, I feel, damn it. You know, my aim is to please every single person in the audience, you know, and from the people at the very, very back, well, let's say couldn't afford the expensive tickets or whatever, they're the people, you know, I mean, that guy who maybe have spent his last few bob to come with that girl, you know, they're the ones I want to perform. I used to be them, you know, I still am kind of in a way. So you have to reach everybody.
Yes, so
everybody.
From the people who know you, who you know, you're friends with, to the people who probably heard about you and the very second they enter the room.
Exactly, yeah. Never take yourself for granted as an artist, ever. Don't think you're too big and come on stage and just think that everybody's going to love you. You know, if you do that, nobody's going to love you. You know, treat every concert as I would. Treat every concert as if it's your first. You know, I want people to know if they're going to come to see me live, they're going to get one hell of a show. They're going to go home singing, and they're going to go home thinking that was
cool.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Tell me what is coming next for you. You have one single, you have concerts here in Romania.
Yes, yeah.
What do you plan for the future?
Well, I have big plans, of course. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to let any of them out now.
Okay.
But there is an album that's going to be in the works. An album, definitely. And I will be traveling a bit as well to different countries. But I'm definitely coming back to Romania more often, and I hopefully will be doing concerts here as well. But there's definitely an album that's going to come out. So Superman was kind of testing the waters, and then I'm going to come out with
like they were doing before the digital world, like they were releasing the
that's
first single
that's
coming.
Release the single. If people liked it, then they go off and do an album.
Then count the album,
Same thing
single.
here. Same thing here.
Honestly, I love this. You know, I'm a bit in the old world with records and CDs and stuff. And
same. I have vinyls at home, and
my kind of people.
Yeah.
I have records.
I love my vinyls. Love them.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 or something.
Really? Okay, I don't love that much. I didn't have that many, but I do have a lot of vinyls.
My friends always say, "Oh my God, you're a maniac."
Yeah. No, for God's sake, no.
Yeah, and you know, we're coming close to the end of the interview, and we have this catch. We are Daily Magazine for the people we talk to. We'd like you to share a message to yourself from the future. You know, to look at yourself in, I don't know, 10, 20 years, and say something, you know, that you'd like to hear then.
So I'm saying this to my past self.
No, to your future self.
Oh, I'm going to tell my future self something.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I like that question. Okay, what would I say to myself? I would say, I hope you look as good now. I hope you didn't lose your way, and I hope you stay true to yourself and your music.
Wow, that's to remember.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, seeing you, it's none of this is gonna, you know.
I hope that. I plan for it not to happen.
You're gonna keep your way, I'm sure. And one last thing, maybe you'd like to share a message for the people who'll be watching the interviews, your fans, you know,
Sure.
To our fans, maybe if we have some.
Sure, of course you do. What are you talking about? I would like to thank. Will I look right down the camera?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, it's the moment, you know.
Okay, this is the
to
moment
be the president.
we just turn.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm the president.
Yeah, you're the president
Okay.
right now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, I love you all so very much. Thank you for supporting me. What I would say to you is I hope to see you at the concert on the 8th, this Sunday, at 7 o'clock here in the Elisabeta Theatre. And I just want to thank you for your support, I really do. I value every single one of you, I really do. I know a lot of artists say, oh, I love my fans. And they mean it. I really mean it. I really do. I really, really do. All my fans and my followers, you are amazing, and I wouldn't be doing any of this without you. So it's really, I'm thanking you.
Yeah. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you so
very
much. It was great meeting you.
It was lovely to meet you too. Really was. Thank you.
Thank you.